Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. My favorite makeup today, well, I'm not actually wearing any makeup today because we're going to be talking about skincare. This is my follow-up on my Sunday Riley Power Couple that I purchased during the Sephora VIB sale. So this is the Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment and the Luna Night Sleeping Oil. So I'm going to talk about my experience using those for the last 30 days, and so let's get started. So the Power Couple Duo is by Sunday Riley. It's composed of two separate products. First is the Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment. This is for all skin types. It's supposed to brighten, exfoliate plump lines, reduce the appearance of hyperpigmentation, and instantly boost your radiance. So that's the first product. And the second one is this. This is the Luna Sleeping Night Oil. This has retinol and blue tansy in it. It is supposed to reduce the appearance of your pores and wrinkles while fighting the signs of premature aging and surface redness. These are supposed to be used in conjunction, and the kit comes with a ½ ounce of each of these products. When I purchased this set, I bought it during the VIB sale. I'm a VIB Rouge, so I got 20% off of that. The kit normally costs $85, but with the 20% discount, I only paid $68. The box claims you're getting a $105 value, but I actually broke it down. They do not sell the Good Genes in a ½ ounce size, but they do sell the Luna. So the Luna, if you bought a ½ ounce, would be $55. And then if you take the full ounce size of the Good Genes, divide it in half, you're gonna get $52.50. So it's actually $107.50, but I guess 105 is a bigger round number, I suppose, but you're actually getting more of a deal than you think you are. And while we're talking about price, I want to be really clear that this is a pretty expensive skincare product, and I was really hesitant to purchase it because it was so expensive. Even though it seems like it would do a really cool thing, if it actually did half of the stuff it says it's going to do, I would be pretty pleased with it, because I've certainly spent money on skincare products that don't do anything. They might make my skin a little bit more moisturized, but they're not like reducing my dark circles, they're not getting rid of any fine lines, nothing like that. So I did buy this kit for my mother previously because she was interested in trying it, and after she'd said that she really did enjoy it, I decided I was going to wait for the VIB sale and I was going to pick it up for myself so I could try it out too. So in terms of pricing, a full-size 1 ounce bottle of Good Genes normally costs $105, and if you buy the value size, which is 1.7 ounces, it's $158. The Luna comes in two sizes. If you get the 1 ounce, it's also $105, and if you get that ½ ounce, it's $55. So now you've purchased this really expensive skincare. How much of it are you actually going to use? So is it going to be worth the money? So for the Luna Night Sleeping Oil, it says to use as much as needed, which could be, I don't know, tons, or another one of the descriptions on a different product that also included the Luna Night Sleeping Oil said 4 to 5 drops of the product. So on the bottle for the Luna Night Sleeping Oil, you get a dropper you can sort of fill up with blue liquid. I'm going to squirt out till I get the amount that I normally put on my face in a single night. This is about the amount of product I put on each night. It's about 4 or 5 drops, I suppose. This I found was plenty. I could probably get away with less, to be honest. Because this is a blue glass bottle, it's incredibly difficult to tell how much product is in this. I found in certain lighting I can sort of get a reflection of how low the water line is, or the Luna line is, I suppose. And it appears that I have used approximately about 1/3 or so of this product over the last month. So I'm expecting this is going to last me another 2 months or so. So for that, that's not so bad, really. For the Good Genes, it says you're supposed to use 2 to 3 pumps, because this does come in a little pump, which is actually quite easy to use. I have found that only 1 pump is enough. It's plenty of product, it covers my entire face, and there's still some on my fingers, even after massaging it into my skin. So I think you can definitely get away with using a lot less of the Good Genes. I cannot tell how much is left in this bottle. This pump does unscrew, but I can't get it to come off. When I get to the point where nothing's coming out of the pump, you'd better believe I'm going to yank that pump off, but I don't want to break it yet, so I'm going to keep using it until it's no longer coming out of the pump, and then I'll take it apart and continue using it with a spatula. So the way you're supposed to use these products in conjunction, at nighttime you're supposed to take that Luna Night Sleeping Oil, you're supposed to put little drops all over your face, it's a blue liquid, you're going to massage that into your skin. I was also suggested by a Sephora employee that I should pat it under my eyes. I just sort of pat and massage very gently, because, you know, I'm putting on a skincare product, until the blue sort of blends into your skin. You're then supposed to wait 5 minutes and then add the Good Genes on top. So what I generally do is I'll wash my face like normal. I will then put the Luna Night Sleeping Oil on my face, and then I will brush my teeth, floss, that kind of fun stuff while that's absorbing into my skin, and then put the Good Genes on last. To be honest, it was really unclear what I was supposed to do with these and what order they were supposed to go in, so I accidentally the very first night put the Good Genes on first and then found out I was supposed to put the Luna Night Sleeping Oil. So the first night I had this on, I only used this, and then subsequently I used both products only at night. You can also use Good Genes during the day, but as we'll get into about how my skin reacted to this, I wasn't quite at that point yet, although I may start doing so in the future. So the first thing you're going to notice when you start using these products is that they smell bizarre or terrible. I mean, depending on your feeling about it. I actually wrote down when I smelled them the first time exactly what I thought. So let's go to my notes because frankly I thought it needed to be preserved for all time. My description of the Luna Night Sleeping Oil is, it smells like wet moldy hay and sadness. I think that's a pretty apt description. You do get used to it as time goes on, but it's not a pleasant smell. For the Good Genes, I described it as a plastic bag full of laundry that you spilled a pitcher of sangria into it and forgot about it for a day or two. So there's a really weird, citrusy, dead thing smell to the Good Genes. I'm not clear exactly what that is either. I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason why it smells so bizarre. But again, similar to the Luna, the more you use this, the less annoying the smell is. It's still gonna sit with you. I find that the Luna smells better actually than the Good Genes does as time has gone by. I mind the smell of the Luna less, but they still both smell bad. So when using the product for the first couple of days, for about a week or so, my skin was very tingly and it burned a little. There was about a 4-day period that every night after I would put both of these on, my skin would burn at night. And basically, if you have any sort of like a wind burn, like if it's really cold out and that like damaged the skin on your cheeks, it's gonna burn that night. I had a little cut on my face because my cat nicked me with her claw. My face burned where that was. So if there's any sort of surface damage whatsoever, if you have a zit, anything like that, this stuff is gonna hurt when you put it on your face. It's not really gonna make you any redder or anything like that, but you're gonna feel it, and it does not feel pleasant. I will say as the month went on that the stinging started to go down a little bit. It still would happen, but it was less painful than it was in the beginning. So the real question is, does this stuff do anything? Especially for the amount of money that you're paying and the fact that it all smells incredibly bizarre. Honestly, for me, I think that it did. It took a little while. I think it was about day 15 before I actually noticed in the mornings that my skin was looking pretty good. It was a situation where I was expecting to see a zombie human in the mirror when I went into the bathroom, and I was actually quite pleased at how nice and beautiful my skin was looking, because this is like my skin in the morning. It looks pretty even in tone. I wouldn't say my pores are necessarily minimized. Anything that ever promises me that never seems to happen. So that's certainly not the case, but I will say that my hyperpigmentation, because I had some on the sides of my face, has definitely decreased, especially on this side of my face. This has definitely lightened up considerably. It's not as light on this side, but the scarring I think was actually worse. And that was all acne scars from when I was a kid. Because, you know, you're a kid, you're a teenager, you scratch the side of your face, you're picking. So that actually did fade. I was pretty impressed with that. And I have a little freckle here under my eye, and that also started to fade as well. And I'm saying fade for a reason, because it's definitely still there. It's not like in 30 days I have a brand new face of skin and I look amazing and it's totally beautiful and I have no scars left. That's not the case at all. But it's definitely lighter, and I'm hoping that if I continue using it, it will continue to improve. I do think that my redness was decreased as far as how I looked first thing in the morning, but by around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I looked red again like I normally do. I do intend to start using the Good Genes in the morning, but I think my skin's not quite ready for it. I think I will wait until it's more like spring and summer before I try to do that. I just don't want to aggravate it further in the cold. So final thoughts on my Sunday Riley products. So I like both the Good Genes and the Luna. The pros are definitely that I do think it's made a big difference in the hyperpigmentation, the redness of my skin. I think my skin definitely looks a lot nicer. I wouldn't say it's doing much for my pores. I wouldn't really say it's doing a lot for like fine lines and wrinkles. I don't have a ton of those anyway, but those that I do, I mean, they're still there. But I mean, my skin just looks nice. And I had friends compliment me that my skin did look nice. On the negatives, your skin is a little more sensitive after using these things. I'm having to use a lot more moisturizer and be a lot more careful. And I mean, I have to wear a lot of sunscreen anyway, so now I really have to wear sunscreen because this will exacerbate that. I also think that this stuff does smell pretty awful, but I mean, you get used to it after a while. It's not so bad after a couple of days, but it's never going to be good. Also, one thing to note, that Luna is not safe for people who are pregnant, so do be careful about that. The Good Genes is fine for that though. So I'd say if you have the money to spend and you've never tried this before and it sounds like it might address some of your concerns, I would definitely try it out. I would definitely get one of the sets. I would not buy these in a full size without trying it out first. That's kind of ridiculous. I know that the Good Genes occasionally shows up as a 100-point perk at Sephora, and if you can get them to give you a sample of either of these, I would try that out for a couple of days first to see how your skin reacts to it. It's a pretty big investment, especially if you don't like the way it smells at all and cannot tolerate it, because I can totally understand how that would happen. But if you're going to get one of the kits, I think it gives you enough of the product to really get an idea. I mean, I've used this for a month. I still have plenty left. I'm going to have at least another month, probably 2, before I'm going to have to buy any more. And at the point when I get to there, we'll see if I'm going to purchase it further. But at this point, I definitely think that I will. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content on this channel, please subscribe. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I wish you the most glowing and beautiful skin of your own. And I'll see you soon. Bye!